Users of Excel will often find that there is data that's the same on multiple worksheets, and they need to actually have an additional worksheet that summarises all the data. So, for example, here on this file, I have 4 worksheet tabs that represent 4 quarters of data and a summary. If I click on quarter 1, you can see the layout. Quarter 2, the layout is exactly the same. Quarter 3, it's the same. And quarter 4, it's the same. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a summary here so that if any of those numbers change, the summary page automatically updates. So in the real world, what you could do is you could set up a year of information with one tab representing a month, make it all lay out and look really nice, duplicate those worksheets, and then have an additional tab that does a summary. If you set the formulas up at the start of the year, for example, what it enables you to do is as the data gets entered into each of the worksheets, your summary gives you the current to-date numbers. So what we're going to do here is look at how we can go about adding this data together. So there's a couple of ways. I'm going to show you the slowish sort of way, and then I'm going to show you the quicker way. So the first thing I'm going to do here is this is where I want the answer to be. I want to put in a figure that represents northern item A and the total from all 4 quarters. So I start out by typing in an equal sign because that tells Excel I'm about to do some maths. I'm going to click on quarter 1 and I'll click on cell B4 and I'll put in a plus. I'll click on quarter 2, click on cell B4, put another plus. Quarter 3, click on cell B4, another plus. And quarter 4 and click on cell B4. Now this time I don't put a plus because I'm not adding anything else on. And you'll notice if you have a look at the formula bar, it says QTR1 in sort of quotes with an exclamation mark after it. Anytime you see an exclamation mark, it's just telling you that what's to the left of that is the name of a worksheet tab in this file. So you can see here by looking up there, I know I have the right data added together because the data is laid out on all 4 worksheets in exactly the same place. So you can see that B4 is replicated 4 times. So if, for example, I look there and one said quarter 2 B3, I'd know I'd accidentally clicked the wrong data. So I've got all my 4 quarters together and I just press enter and it puts the answer in here. Now, if I wanted to copy that formula across my whole worksheet, all I really need to know is that the first one's correct. If I fill down, let go of my mouse and then fill across. It adds them all in. So in Excel, you only generally have to do a formula once and then copy it, providing you set the formula up correctly. Now, that's okay using this formula that we looked at because there are only 4 quarters, but if you could imagine having 12 months, 52 weeks or even 26 fortnights, it could be a little bit cumbersome. So here's a faster way. I'm just going to press delete to get rid of the data and I'm going to click on the cell where I want the answer to go. And I'm going to type in equals sum. That tells Excel to add stuff up. Open a set of brackets. I'm going to click on quarter 1 and I'm going to hold down the shift key on the keyboard and click on quarter 4. Now, the colon between quarter 1 and quarter 4 that you see up there on the formula bar is saying the range between and including quarter 1 worksheet to quarter 4 worksheet. And the cell I want to add up is B4. Now, the next thing I do is I close my brackets and I press enter. I get the same answer, but it's far quicker to do that than it is to click on each individual cell on each individual worksheet. Not so bad with only 4 worksheets, but you could imagine if you had 10, 12, 26 or 52, for example, it would be quite a time-consuming process. So this is quicker and easier. Once you've got that, you can then fill down, let go of your mouse and use the autofill cross to fill across. And the beauty is any of these numbers change and the summary sheet automatically changes as well. So that's what's called 3-dimensional formulas in Excel 2016.